Now live with Emacdahost and Life. You already know what it is. We got Cap Collectors today.
I'm a young rich figure and you just getting by. 63 on the 24th, they 40 out. Been a chill for getting money, that's not a lot. You not giving me half, I want the whole pot. You ain't fighting on us, we let them things fly. Money to the ceiling, money to the floor. Step to the paper, I can never let it go. Step to the paper, I can never let it go. Big faces, we stacking it to the ceiling. Big faces, we stacking it to the ceiling. Empire, we taking over the building. Empire, we taking over the building. Everybody on deck, everybody on go. Got money to the ceiling, got money for the flow. Stuck to the paper, I can never let it go. Stuck to the paper, I can never let it go. Shit. Shout out to Emacdahost. Like, Lee Bugs. Right. Level Up is in the building. Ammo Smoke. You already know what it is. Brooklyn, what up? Got the city in the uproar, catching over made them watch. All because a homie nigga try to stick him for his watch. Meanwhile, I was posted up on the block, just touching down. I was trying to level up the spots. I was trying to level up the knots, but times won't allow that. The drug game's different. Everybody's snitching, bitching, politicking. I'm too real to be a politician. See this cloth guy quit snitching. My old heads was drug lords. They ain't know a thing about counterfeiting. I'm from a rare part of do or die bed style. And they rock Marcy, nigga, that's right. Where the niggas don't play fair. Where even God couldn't protect his godson when he wore his chain there. That's not a jab, I'm just speaking of fact. It's all love, yeah, I'm digging you scrap. What's the issue? I'm too official for the controversy. I'm everywhere on my dolo strap. I ain't never won. No work 30s, just any love. Shout out to NYCD. You know we fucking up the clubs. Crush, played in lust, bag on deck, fuck shit up, level up, nigga, that's the shit now.
And I ain't never been the type of cat to act
down, 38 showing off,
or Mac out,
take aim off the impulse,
flaming a nigga with a
post. I'm intimate with mines do, what about you? Them jeans go 1200, when them jeans are not cute. I'd rather be an old head in a cheap suit than walk around and be a bozo nigga.
How we looking
like you, nigga? We ain't not in the light, this club free, you ain't cutting it right. Get the fuck on. What up, Holmes? The boys back home and he's still on that bullshit before he was gone. Get the point? Still with my day one. That's money ain't for life, that ain't never change, y'all. They gonna change it with life in the box. I'm too real, I'm never.
Alright, now look, man.
You another story. I'm no Corey, but I'm something like it. At least when I got the boss, cause my boss is something like it. Godly. What else can it cost me? You know what it is, my nigga, it's smart. J.O.
Everybody check it. Tell a friend, tell a friend.
Already.
Check it right now. Sorry you late. Technical difficulties.
You already know. Let a hoe be a motherfucking hoe. Let a hoe be a motherfucking hoe.
December 21st.
You already know.
Pressure by the dough, getting to the money, never stressing by the hoe. Ain't stop to the time, never on the low. Ain't big getting hit, she ain't consistent, I ain't the bro. Already know. Already, walk through, drip too much sauce, all spaghetti, all petty. Fifth on hip, all heavy, got one eye on your bitch, all petty, already know.
Let a hoe be a motherfucking hoe.
You want to check it,
motherfucking hoe, she fucking the drug. And let a hoe be a motherfucking hoe. Already know. Let a hoe be a motherfucking hoe. Already. Never coming down. Bitch can't swim and let the whole drown. You ain't like me then, you shouldn't like me now. Welcome to New York, cause this is how it sounds. Already. Queens get the motherfucking fatty. Pull up, drop top, and walk. Marbury with the red bone with green hair. Strawberry flow. You already know.
You're the second
What you gotta do? And let the whole big motherfucking hoe go. She fucking the bro. And let the whole big motherfucking hoe cause you already know. And let the whole big motherfucking hoe. You already. You already know. You already know.
Everybody check. Cat Collectors is in the building tonight. You all right now, share it on your page. Your books is in the building. Life is in the building.
They say we ever be restless, and then they hit up my soul. And we go this shit trap. I'ma have a bigger soul. 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 In the kitchen, I'm whipping the road. She said we ever be restless, and then they hit up my soul. And we go this shit trap. I'ma have a bigger soul. 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 In the kitchen, I'm whipping the road. Dabbing. Fuckers made a vision laughing. All the two doors scared. Also, bitch, keep acting. I press a bitch said I know this now. We ain't never ever had a job. You bet you they crying and sight now. We got box work, fucking word about.
Check it, do it, baby.
Child, Lord, Betty Hunter. Don't bring about home, man. Should I go cool or go better now? The truth, and I got it for 20,000. If you get this, they gon' bring it back. My nigga money, get it, beat the body out, praying hard all through the track. Monkey see, nigga, monkey do. I bought a Cuban, they gon' Cuban too. But they can't afford it, so they buy that picture that's turning colors, yeah, for the truth. All these niggas say they fake tits. All these bitches ain't fake tits. All these bitches got Chanel bags. They say we are gonna be restless.
No matter we lay me on time.
And we go get shit trapped.
We lay me on
I'ma have a
time.
bigger soul. I'ma have a bigger soul. I'ma have a bigger soul. I'ma have a bigger soul.
They don't do that like books. You're on the page right now. Share it on your page. In the building.
Make sure you check us out. Actually, that's the real Cat Collectors. RALFFCATCOLL.
I swear I just saw my own shadow.
The real Cat Collectors. But I'm checking us out. Follow us on Facebook. Cat Collectors. I have my ears the first one was around. Let's call it Crown. Say Black King. But you call it Crown. Black King. Call it Crown. It's the first one was around. I really dropped this. Drop the one you got on. Crown Silk. Right here. That's like the shit. That's the real. We're going to break everything down. Like I said, follow us on IG. The real Cat Collectors. Follow us on Facebook at Cat Collectors. Follow us on Twitter, Cat Collectors 8. Check us out. Check our website too. Everything Cat Collectors. Follow us.
And we look at shit trap. I'ma have a bigger soul. I'ma have a bigger soul. I'ma have a bigger soul.
I can't wait that. I got gold ones, the like I take an all black one. Oh man, I think that's a stuff. Look at that. me see where you went, yo. Shout out to everybody that took about last week.
Slide this way.
Slide that way. Yeah, right here. The wood.
You got one behind you.
This ain't going to make it.
Send on the link. That right there is going to be my right now. That's tomorrow.
Like you was my website. So live with slow right now.
Anyway, y'all are right now. Appreciate y'all
Steve, what's good, Steve? Cheers on your day. Cheers on your day. That's everybody.
I see you, my nigga. Don't let that be SOP. RIP, you, my nigga, for real. Niggas ain't playing with the sucker shit. We too deep up in the game for the sucker shit. The way we look at it is different. The way you live in it, y'all probably wouldn't understand. Funny money, niggas on some other shit. Handcuffing, but they ain't tipping. I mean, goddamn. When they bought a status bag,
everybody
turn back. Pussy feel good with getting money, feel that. And on the side note, when they go hot inside the south side, oh, this is side, I know. I don't understand. But I'm real, it's
the access in the building tonight.
We have been
well, so we can get everything. I'm going to take back up. Yeah, the whole shop.
These niggas that's making us hot. This for niggas that trapping lobbies and stuff back on the block. Please get money with you. That's the reason niggas always have funny with y'all. Rapping on my radio.
Nah, I just want to keep it up. We got it right there.
Stop at the dark one up here, clear. Right? That glare was that gray had the glare on your shoulder.
Sparkle 3000 in the building.
Shout out to everybody that's always on the check and that's important. Like,
building. Cat collectors in the building, 2 C's. Y'all looking at a black home, back run.
My honest way to keep the paper flowing. You see the streets up in my veins, so I can feel the game start to take its toll. I stand up at night and sing a song for all the fallen soldiers that I know ain't coming home. I keep this heat up in my waist, but not for beef, this for the chase, because the paper is a marathon. I'm sending this to my unborn.
Yeah, you can move the house.
Yeah. Got the strength to carry on. I never want to see you frown.
You got the mic down right now.
Around. No, your smile
I got
always bring me home.
Put your mic on right now.
Tell my papa that I
y'all let me know.
Yeah. We grow apart, but what he taught me always carry near. Tell my mama I don't avoid it. She deserve a better life, so I'm out here racking up quarters. If I could send my sister one word, dove. If I could send my sister one word, dove. And I would pray she send it back. It's a dream. If I could, grip her like a glove. My little brother getting bigger now. He's swinging out here in the streets, it's getting realer now. And I keep thinking, I was saying by this time, we'll have eternal shine and life would be a little iller now. Damn.
Yeah.
We live.
Yo, we live, man. What's up?
Live in the building too.
Collectors in the building.
Shout out to everybody that's live with us. We not live.
Kings is in the building.
We Bulls is in the building. Captain is in the building. We got a dope interview coming to y'all tonight. Shout out to everybody that tuned in last week to that TL interview. That's picking up a whole lot right now, so definitely shout out to everybody for that. But shout out to the Captain.
Shout out to E-Mac, shout out to Life, shout out to Lee Books, man, for having us. I know I brought that love with me too. I wasn't chucking. I said I was gonna bring that love with me. I brought that love with me, man.
The merchandise is on the table.
You know what I mean?
Nah, man, that's big, man. If you see them say they got clothing lines, they have like 4 pieces.
Nah.
Am I lying, though?
Niggas do, but not the
You gotta have products. Whatever you're selling, you have to have product, man. If you don't have product, you're not selling.
Hey, hold on. I don't mean stop anything, but first thing I want to say right now, I want to give a rest in peace to my brother Moolah. I want to dedicate this interview and everything we doing to him. He just passed this weekend, you know what I'm saying? We love you, cuz. We gonna miss you. Skies, you there? We know you looking over us. And I just want to say that, before we get into everything, bless it with a good, on a good note. But yeah, you definitely a lot of people be out there chucking. Cause we ain't chucking, we heavy in our numbers and we quality with our joints too. Like
that's a fact.
I mean, as we chop it up, y'all gonna,
we gonna keep giving y'all heat, kid.
So that's when Life just said that. You know what I'm saying? That shit is funny to me. Like, cause people don't be having all the pieces and all of that. They'll come through with like 1 or 2 pieces. Y'all got a whole damn bag.
What?
Y'all just work on that bag.
And look, and this how we move every day, everywhere we go.
Yeah, you got what y'all need.
But that's how it's supposed to be anyway. That's how you're supposed to move with it. If you're trying to move something, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's how I feel about it.
I agree.
I mean, we got to give you options. You understand?
Yeah, you got a whole lot of options. Then you can pull up the rest that's in the bag.
Oh, no, yeah. For the time we're here, we're gonna let it rotate. We're gonna let it rotate. Because if they do the homework and they check the other one with the brother we had did with CEO the one, if they check that interview, they'll see like, oh, they're gonna be like, all right, look what they had there. They let it rotate. And then when they check y'all joint, they're gonna say, oh, they got bigger. Yeah, I guarantee you. That's how I had it up there in the rotation, but we're gonna let it rotate. We're gonna get them other ones that's down there on the table.
Yeah, I see that. Shout out to Fleet Dawn on the check-in. Shout out to my guy JR on the check-in too. I see everybody.
What's up?
Everybody sending these jokes mad late though, sending their music mad late.
Yeah.
Gotta fix these damn mics.
We here, man.
But I'm glad y'all here. Hey, Rosina on the check-in.
We glad to be here, man. We got to dialogue.
The crazy thing is,
dialogue.
like when we was talking on the phone, I said, nah, he got to come up here. You know what I'm saying? But when we talk, and the crazy thing that I was going to start off that topic today with you. You know what I'm saying? Up here, because they just did an interview again. Cam and Mason. Cam did an interview, Mason did an interview, and Jim Jones did an interview.
Yeah. Okay. I ain't see the we was just in the car actually talking about. I ain't see it, but
which one were you talking about?
Because you told me about the last one Mason did. I ain't see
all of them. I was just binging earlier.
How you feel about the Mason one?
I mean, Mason's up there perpetrating. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I don't know what he's doing, man. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a fan of Mason. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? But when he switched over to that to God and all that, when he tried to come back to that gangster rap, nah, I ain't feeling that. What you doing, brother?
So whose perception do you have of that?
I mean, I'm rolling with Cam on this one. I ain't even gonna hold you. You know, that's a fact.
Why?
What you mean? Why?
I'm asking you the question.
Your man is out here perpetrating a fraud. You know what I'm saying? You out here taking money from these people. You know what I'm saying? From these people out here in the streets. You know what I mean? And now you coming back to this gangster rap. You know what I'm saying? And you talking about your business, and if this keep going and something gotta happen. What's going to happen?
I gotta ask you a question. Is he not a man?
He is a man. So
he can't come back to doing this and saying the things he's saying. If you watch the interview,
not going up there doing no interview with no ski mask on your face. What are you doing?
Do you know how many people do all that ski mask?
He did the blind. I mean, Kodak Black.
He did the Kodak Black. But Black got one of these all the way on. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't do that.
So let me ask you. You feel Mason's lying about the things he said?
Yeah, I do.
How? And most of the stuff he said, all of it is documented.
I do. Nah, I ain't.
You sure?
I'm not rolling with me.
So listen.
I'm gonna put it to you like this. I'm not rolling with Mason. You know what I'm saying? And anything he said is fabricated.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
And I can tell you that what he's saying is true.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not fabricated if it's true. If I can put you on the situation,
where's the truth?
if I can put you, I was there when Jim Jones got beat up and Cam hopped over the joint. That's fact.
At the record.
Yeah, that's fact. I was there.
Yeah, everybody seen that footage.
You can go get the footage.
That's on the internet.
See, that's fact.
People seen that.
True life with your chain on is fact. True life with Jim Jones chain on is fact too. Why you think Jay-Z signed him? For that fact.
Okay. You know what I was
So what is he saying? That's a lie.
Listen, man. I ain't with that guy.
No. Did you listen to Cam? You listen to Cam this?
I did.
Cam didn't discredit anything May said.
No,
except the sister.
He didn't. He never discredited never at all.
Why wouldn't he? If it's a lie, he would discredit it, right?
That's a fact.
He didn't.
That's a fact.
One did an interview with Shades on, the other one didn't.
Yeah, but your man, he went up there. Listen, your man went up there. Your man, hold on. Your man goes up there.
Let me ask you this right here.
Yeah,
if you doing the street shit all day from Monday to Saturday, and you go to a club on Sunday, that makes you go to church on Sunday, that makes you not a street nigga?
Nah. Not at all.
Nah. Are you a hypocrite?
You a hypocrite? You a smart street dude if you do that.
I'm asking, are you a hypocrite?
No.
But if if you take the leadmanship, that's like getting in a gang and claiming OG, and you ain't active. That shit don't rock. You got to give the set up, and that's a fact. So if you go into any religion and you take the top pole in it, and you not active, which means putting in work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Negative.
See that
he took the top pole.
The whole thing that threw me off with Mace too is the thing where him running. Not saying running to the Lord, but using that and then like it's a hard balance, man. It's a hard balance.
He didn't call hip hop the devil's music.
Yeah, then he was joking and laughing.
That's another thing.
So how you doing the devil's music now?
That's a big point right there.
Now, see, if you watching the interview like you should be watching it, he's telling you, I was led the wrong way by things. Religion tells you one thing, you can't do X, Y, Z. God doesn't judge you on what you do. So if you're watching the interview, he's telling you, I was led by these people to say, boom, boom, boom. Now I got my personal connection with God. I don't have to listen to religious rules. He didn't say he was religious anymore. He said, I have a connection with God. So as a man, I have to step up as a man. I can't listen to what you think anymore. Because what you think is telling me how to live. So, but when you say I'm running with Cam, Mace did a whole lot of that interview to tell you correctly which nigga is really doing the street shit. If you're really paying attention to the interview and paying attention to Cam interview and Jimmy's interview, they said a whole lot of street shit that shouldn't have been said in an interview.
That's a fact. That
they said a whole lot of.
They was doing too much talking.
They said a whole lot
in the first place
that shouldn't have been said. This is the only reason why he's back anyway. And he basically said that to Angie.
But you know, I think he's back. My opinion. Yeah. I'm not saying the fact. All I can say is my opinion of it. I think he's back because he wants to do music for whatever reason. I don't know if it's financial. I don't know if it's passion-wise. But he has a reason he wants to do music. What's the best way to do music right now? You have to make yourself relevant. Now, hold on. Let me finish before you even answer. In New York, right now, you cannot come out on no Pretty Boy Cool shit. Nah. Your shit either got to be trapped out or your shit got to be aggressive. That May shit is quiet coming out of New York. But now, let me tell you. So what do you do? You come back. Now you're more aggressive than you're ever. You never presented yourself like this in music.
See, this is another thing.
You never did an interview.
You couldn't have watched the interview.
Hold on. You've never done an interview and said the things that you have said. So it looks like you're trying to fit in because you had all this time before the whole religious thing. He had time to bite back at Cam. Why are you biting back now? What's the reason? You want to be active in music, so you have to find something to draw their attention. This is a fact. People do that. So you have to pick a good target too.
That attention. He picked
Cam's a good target.
He picked the target, or the Cam picked the target?
I think he can pick the target. You know why?
No, he actually.
You know why? You know why? Because he's coming back out. Cam is active.
No, Cam is coming back out too.
No, but Cam's
reunion is Cam's coming.
Cam's coming back out, but Cam be coming back out more than Mace. Cam be coming back out more than Mace.
If this person is not relevant,
you hear what I'm saying?
Keep attacking this person. Cam attacked him on his new album. Why you attacking
Mace? He made a career out of that. You know why? You know why? No.
False about what he said.
What was false? He said some shit he shouldn't have been saying in that "It's Killer" song.
No, I think that by him attacking him, what you saying? By him saying, "Oh, they kept attacking him, Why this?" He was allowing Cam to do that. Cam made a career for that. Like I said, you pick good targets. Cam and Mace. Hold on, Cam and Mace are both good artists. If a person wants to deny that any two of them are not good artists, you don't even need to have a conversation about this. They battle.
Me personally, yeah.
So they're both two good targets for either one of them.
Yeah, because they both were very big.
You picked a target that you thought wouldn't respond because you couldn't target Jay anymore. See, Cam last two stunts is let me target Jay. Well, Jay, he'll get out of here. He wiped him.
But Cam stayed relevant though, man. I'm not even a Cam fan, but he stayed relevant with everything in the hip hop culture.
What he does.
Yeah. Hold on. What you say? Cam is a part of that
hip hop culture.
No, he attacked.
Mace ain't got no sneakers.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Mace ain't feed nobody. Mace ain't put nobody on.
Nah, but those conversations.
That's culture.
Yeah, those conversations are relevant with this.
Because culture.
Because Mace is trying. You saw Mace trying to get in the battle with Smack.
We can't talk rap. If we gonna talk hip hop, we gotta talk culture.
Hold on.
Now guess what? So he's relevant. So that makes him the corny shit he does is okay.
I didn't say that. I said that Cam is part of the culture. I said Cam is a part of the culture. If people are part of the culture that do corny shit, no, I didn't say that. There's people are part of the culture that do corny shit. I'm just saying he's part of the culture.
He is part of the culture. But when you do corny shit and a nigga has to finally react because the shit you saying can lead to something else. But he got a pass for that.
God damn it, it's gonna take 27 years to lead to something else? Nah, that shit ain't leading to nothing else. That shit ain't leading to nothing else.
He's a psycho
because he never said it the way he said it. He didn't say it
like a psycho.
I personally don't like the battle. It's not entertaining.
I don't like the battle because they know each other, and that's what makes it even worse. That you
it's not really entertaining to me either. It's okay, but it's like it's nothing going on in music, so it makes it like
that's what makes it bigger than what it is. So guess what? Mace would have never looked at Cam that way. If you don't say the things he's saying that Jimmy also said before, so when he's saying diplomat immunity, if you're paying attention to his interview with Angie, I'm not that type. So I'm not going to say those X, Y, Z.
I actually cut that interview off, like towards the, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't let that shit play entirely. Like I let it play entirely. Everybody else play.
Like you said, if you're,
I couldn't really because like, come on, man.
No,
like
I watched
murder Mace. So
I watched that interview entirely because I understand when you listen to one person's story over and over and how it could drug you. But when I know people on the other side of that story and they saying, homie that's telling this story is actually telling the correct one, but he ain't say nothing because he's turning the cheek like, yo, dude, you're putting too much out there.
The only interview I don't listen to was the last Mace interview. I heard both of their interviews, but you gotta understand music, like, and especially us as adults, we have to understand music. That shit is entertainment.
No, It
has content, but most of the time the main players ain't. Like Cam is not a 50 Cent. Cam is a Cam.
Right.
50 Cent's a 50 Cent. You see what I'm saying? Like Mace is not a Jay-Z. Jay-Z is a Jay-Z. He really was more hands-on with it. Yeah, y'all niggas might have did it, but they did it more. You know what I'm saying? So these two guys are not like they're not neither one of the guys who they rapping about shit other niggas did and other niggas was doing.
Yeah, at the end of it.
At the end of it, you know what I'm saying? So y'all two need to pluck each other out or get it on so y'all can have some shit on y'all chest within this war.
Yeah.
Y'all rapping up.
That's personal. Yeah, they the whole same thing with Mace saying the thing about how he said the shit
about her 6. When he said only line ain't that's not what's the name, it's how he said it. But it's true. If you're gonna blame me for XYZ that you shouldn't be talking about, then I'm gonna blame you for that then.
It is messed up because that shit gets left in the streets. That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's
where it spills over.
That's where it spills over.
Niggas that be in the club with us.
Not even that. They in the club with us.
This is
Oh, you fuck with that?
Yeah.
I'm sleeping out here.
He gonna say this shit can go left. You know what I'm saying? To where it shouldn't go, but it can go there. And now I no longer care.
Yeah.
Because now you can put some shit out there that can actually put me in harm's way.
I'm watching.
And you said
This
it
shit
was
is
no
entertainment.
problem.
It is.
And I think if Mace get caught slipping, he gonna be running.
Did you see the what's the name shit though?
He better not get caught slipping.
Damn, that shit slipped my fucking mind.
I want to see it. It's
Well,
entertainment.
what was said?
Look,
Because I didn't
it's
even listen to the camera on
entertainment.
shit. So what was
Camera
said?
on.
What did he say?
See, I'm not gonna say that evil on here.
So
I,
I
that's something that we will have to speak on. Oh, go listen to It's Killer.
We chopped it up.
Go listen to It's Killer. Let's go listen to the whole song.
I don't listen to camera. Like,
niggas is speaking on. He doing the same shit he did in the movie. Niggas speaking on murder, man.
He's speaking on shit he shouldn't be speaking about.
But you know, niggas get caught up in that shit, man. Niggas.
But see, now that goes to say, so who the fuck are you, Mace, to G check him?
Right.
Let them niggas do it. Let they little men,
you know how
make they records and all that. When you go get them and you be like, yeah, and you sit behind and you let a nigga who like that do that.
So guess what? If I speak about that about you and implicate you on some shit like that, you damn sure better speak about it before somebody else speaks about it.
Mac, these niggas out here doing this shit all day,
Mace
every
ain't
day.
going to jail for nothing, man. Mace good.
Look, this what Cam opened up that record saying. It's a statute of limitation on these drugs. Yeah, that's over with.
They ain't say no stuff.
You don't say no
That's
on
fact. And you know what that was, Mac? What was that? A good intro. This shit is entertainment. It was a good intro.
It's also a good dry snitch too.
Nah, but Mac,
I take
their lives away.
I take it as
Niggas is dry their lives away.
They ain't gangsters though. How they dry snitching and they ain't full-time gangsters?
No, if you are claiming you were gangster.
No, he's not. He's a rapper. He claims Texas as Cameron Johnson, the rapper. You don't hang outside and say fuck rap. You don't go on tour and stay in the hood.
They know better. You've been around. You've seen everything. You know better. So when you get on a fucking record and you say something like that, you know what you're doing. Point blank, period. Jim Jones just did an interview and said, I can't speak on those kind of things.
No, you can't.
He said he can't speak on those things. But because he did it before.
Right.
Because he's done it before.
Now, Cam, for what Cam said,
so what Cam said to go speak about fucking bodies.
And who's gonna deal with him? The streets. Mace, you are not the streets and you're not the voice of it. You're the voice of the church.
Now Cam just verified that Mace is street. XYZ had a problem. Let me tell you, XYZ had a problem. Them niggas ain't here. You had many of problems, and them niggas is still here.
Listen, what I'm saying is, you're not the streets as far as which your impact is on music.
No. You're talking street shit, so we don't care about your music anymore.
But no, I'm talking about. This is where I see it as. I'm not talking personal. I don't see that personal stuff.
He's talking.
I've always told you that.
Look. He's talking this. He had a 50 Cent problem. Okay, it's cool to go to Orlando and take care of your mother. So if I ran, quote unquote, where the fuck did you go? But he got a pass for all of this. He got a pass for this because he's relevant, right?
But look, no, he don't got no pass for that. You know what? No, I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true or not because I don't know Cam. But I give Mace a 1-up because you know what Mace did. You know what Mace did, and I ain't gonna say he did, but you know what a smart man would do. 50 already made a whole mockery out of him and had the whole world believing he ran off. All you did was just take that and throw it back in. 50 had the whole world thinking that shit when that shit happened. 50 put that shit on IG when he was in that pool and I was cracking jokes. 50 made that shit believable. That's a fact. Mace ain't make that shit believable. Mace ain't make that shit believable.
Go look up Cam on talking about the situation.
No, I'm talking about.
I got it. No, this is Cam. It's not 50.
No, I'm talking about who made it. Who made
it? I'm gonna tell you.
When he first went away.
He left.
When he first went away.
Right here. He said, "Yo, I got into a fight in Harlem, and niggas wasn't feeling me no more, so I had to get out of here." That's when he left them niggas.
I never seen that video. What I'm talking about is, all right, I probably won't, but what I'm saying is,
why you won't?
I'm talking about what Mace did. You took a thing that was already like he was already exposed to that. That was already a wound that was hurting. So you twisted it. You see what I'm saying? That was a good point as an artist. I'm pointing out the artistry in this shit with these niggas.
So what was the good twist that Cam kept throwing that in?
A couple of things if we want to chop it up. A couple of things. They're good artists. They both good artists. So they was. I like both of them.
I felt that Cam should have went at Mace more lyrically than with them jokes. You did that shit for 20 years. You joked your way through it. He thought he was gonna 50 Cent the shit.
Cameron is a
And
joke.
memeing.
Everything about Cameron is a joke.
This man came
Everything. He's a character. Like
Yeah.
his
But
whole everything is a
he thought he was
character.
gonna 50 the beat. He thought he was gonna meme it out.
But that's what he did, and he just made money off of it.
Yeah, that's all he.
Matt, listen, he's promoting emojis now, like this shit is business. Nah, that don't give a flying fuck, man.
That YouTube shit he said it took.
Come on, man. 2
Man,
days.
you better come talking up and leave this man alone.
But nah,
Even talk up with your numbers, leave this man alone.
Yeah,
Because you vested in this shit. If you ain't clear what the fuck he cleared from YouTube, was that 70 he said he cleared?
70,
And he doing it again? Collectors, baby. We gotta get to the collectors too. We can't run out of time talking about the dips. This is the collectors.
The 15 on the record and just Meek Mills?
The
Or he
50.
memed them out. Without even getting on the record and diss him. Cam thought he
Man,
was
but I don't see.
but he doesn't have the clout.
I can only give you my personal opinion. Certain people I don't look at when they go out. People like when he went at fifth, I look at that like you. That's like Cam going at. That's like Cam going at a J. You out of line.
How you out of line?
Me going at fifth?
How you out of line?
We going for days about that. Like, take too much time.
That's what how you out of line.
It just don't even sound right. Match it up. Let's shoot the shot. Let's match up one thing. What about the record sales?
Record sales.
Not streams or numbers. Sales. Record sales.
1.5.
No, I'm talking about Meek compared to 50.
Man, I don't even care about that.
So then we can't say he got a lie. So he should be shooting at that man.
No, I'm saying this is what Cam thought he had on his hand with a Mace situation. I'm gonna meme my way out this beat, but you really had to respond. You couldn't respond lyrically with that dude because you could never fuck with him lyrically. Period.
Yeah, they were. I already told you when we spoke. I mean, they both good artists. I told you Mace to me is a better lyrical artist than Cameron. Yeah, but I always like Cameron. Yeah, always have. You know what I'm saying? Because I like that type of music. Yeah. Now you know what's crazy? I wish Mace would have came out on that whole murder tip. Because I'm a person who likes music. I would have rather. You know what I mean? I'm a person who likes music. I wanted to see that. I wanted to hear that murder shit. Because that's a type. That's like a Harlem Fab. You was a Harlem Fab if you would have came out on that murder shit.
No,
Fab, because that's a street.
Fab is a base.
Get it to Cap Collectors because everybody got their stab.
Fab is a base.
Don't ever say you a Harlem Fab. No.
Guys, Fab was at that time.
Fab was Brian.
He wasn't nowhere near me. When Mace was going at
that wasn't because of Fabulous, all right?
That was a Harlem thing. That was a Harlem New York thing. We spoke about that.
That was a Mace thing.
Nah, Harlem New York.
That was a whole Harlem world.
Yeah, that was a Harlem New York.
Did you know it until Mace did it?
Did I know it till Mace did it?
No.
I mean,
was Dougie first doing that? No.
Me personally, I always like my hat to fit. I never wore floppy hats. I never wore floppy hats.
I never wore
floppy hats.
I couldn't because I'm a Peter head dude.
I never wore baggy hats.
Word, I'm a Peter head dude, man. I can never do it because I be running around and all that. My hat flapping around.
Over their eyes, over their ears. Just see, oh man, I couldn't do it, man.
When up, my drink gotta be like right on me.
I just like my shit to sit up on my braids when I have my fucking shit. Cap Collectors, what's up?
Tell the world where y'all from, man.
I'm from Queens, New York. I'm from Southside, but Cap Collectors consists of 3 people. I'm from South Jamaica, Queens. My other partner, he from Brownsville, Brooklyn, and the other partner I helped us start it off. He from Texas, and Ambassador right here, he from Brooklyn too. So we all from New York. Well, my man that's in Texas, he actually from New York too. So everybody from New York, Brooklyn and Queens, man.
So how do you
BQE Expressway?
I'm sorry, Joker.
When I was I got put out of school and shit, and I had started going to school in Brooklyn. And when I started going to school in Brooklyn, I became close friends with somebody from his neighborhood, and he had brought me to the neighborhood. And when he brought me to the neighborhood, it was like it resembled my neighborhood. It was a small neighborhood. I'm from Jamaica, Queens. Anybody know anything about Queens, Jamaica, Queens? You know the temperature. You know how it is. It was a small neighborhood. You know, and everybody know everybody and shit, and I started linking up with brothers, and it just stuck, and that's really how we clicked up. That's really how we how we clicked up. I was going to school, and once I was going to school, I met somebody, and it was it. I went to Brownsville one day. Like I said, it felt like Southside. I'm like,
you was right back at home.
Yeah, because you gotta think, bro. People, Queens. Everybody think Queens is like You know what I'm saying?
No, everybody.
Nah, say it. No, I'm saying.
I ain't got to say it. I don't have to. Let me tell you something. There's a difference between Queens and Southside. Bugs, when you met me, Bugs. Hold on, let's check this out. Bugs, when you met me.
Talk to him.
Bugs will tell you when you met me. And where you knew I was from.
I didn't know you was from the Southside.
You know I was from Jamaica? You always thought I lived over there?
I always thought you was from there.
See, most people know I'm from Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a difference between the pride Jamaica takes in Queens and other parts of Queens. So when I was in Brooklyn and Brownsville, they from Brownsville.
Yeah.
The pride that takes in the community is the poorest part of Brooklyn, first of all. And Jamaica's like damn near the poorest part of Queens.
Brownsville is the part of Brooklyn.
You know what I'm saying?
But people from Brooklyn don't like to come.
And it's just like Jamaica, right? That's how it is with Jamaica. Jamaica, all this other shit that's going on there, that wasn't how it was in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't how it was in Jamaica in the 90s. I lived across the street from Emac. I always knew Emac as a kid. I always remember seeing him, older family and all that. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in Southside. So when I went to Brownsville, it was like, motherfuckers was like, yo, you can't be from Queens. I'm like, yeah, I'm from Southside.
You better show improvise.
They were like, yo, how you so comfortable in Brooklyn? I went to school in Brooklyn. That's how I got to Brooklyn. I went to school in Brooklyn for probably like 4 years. I went to 2 different schools out there. But once I linked up,
it's crazy you say that, because I made some good lifelong friends that I went to school with. When I was in college and shit, they was from Brooklyn, and we always used to go back and forth about the crazy Brooklyn shit. But our bond got, you know what I'm saying, we became good friends and shit. Not all across the world, man. You know, I think a lot of shit gets intertwined with like the misconception. Like a lot of shit carries over from jail. You know, so a lot of shit that carries over to the streets. Yeah, a lot of shit that carries over to the streets, you know, is from like jail situations and all that. And it's like there you have to, you know, signify your block, like the actual, like who are you affiliated with, like where, like, so I think a lot of that stuff. Yeah, I think a lot of that stuff carries over, but you know, in the streets it just is cool because everybody loves where they're from. Everybody loves their block, their neighborhood. You know, when you go out, you want to rep your block, you want to rep your neighborhood. You know, I mean, suckers they scared to rep even in their own neighborhood, but you know, but I feel like if you love your hood, but if you love your hood, you everywhere across the world rep your shit. Like you want to wear a hat, like you want to say, what's that? Like,
but niggas is gonna know. Yeah. Like mind you, bro know me forever. But mind you, I moved to the north side in 95. In 95, I was 15. Yeah. Growing up in South Side, if you ain't claiming the hood by 15, you better not come outside.
Oh yeah, you better go straight to school.
Now you can do that shit. You can do that shit in Flushing. Yeah. You can do that shit in Rosedale. But in South Side, you better be claiming the hood by the time you're about 9 years old, 5, 7 or something when you're camping all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. See, my shit the opposite way. I was born in North Side, but then I grew up in South Side.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I came to South Side in '96.
But see, I always had family on the north.
Yeah, I had family across.
My pops on the north. So as period, I was born in '81. So as a kid, I used to go over there sometimes too, but not as often. My mom didn't buy the crib till 9-5.
Yeah, I ain't remember like shit.
By then I was
like young.
Because I knew your ass before 9-5. Your ass was in the hood. You just wasn't living.
Bull trying to say you were kind of rep the north, right?
You know what? Real talk.
You trying to jack.
Yeah, I ain't gonna my family nothing. I know where I'm from, living in the farmers, baby.
My pops had the crib. He used to live on 202. I tell you exactly. You know who block he used to live on? On Tiff block. Remember Tiff had the crib on the corner?
That was 01. I was on 02.
Right? No. That not in the thousands. I'm talking about when I was a little kid. I was born in '81. I'm talking about when I used to come over there. Yeah, my pops is from Hollis. I was big coming out.
I was living on a corner across the street from Muffy.
This is way back in.
Yeah, Bull just trying to
I used to come back over there in the '90s and '80s.
Bull just trying to say.
My pops was from over there. Some more
over there. Yeah. What it sound like?
My pops was from over there. That's facts. Nah, but like I said, my mom.
We're get busy as kids.
Love it. Nah, I was running around, man. Like I was running around, but it comes from, like I said, it comes from being in Jamaica. It's a high-paced environment.
That nigga was making us run around.
Yeah, it's a high-paced environment in Jamaica. So when I came to Hollis, I was running around, and that's how I was outside.
You're always gonna hear North Side, South Side.
Yeah,
and then you hear Queensbridge. That's the next thing you hear with Queens. Everything else is everything else. And Far Rock, you're definitely gonna hear that. But they're gonna say,
see, but let me tell you something.
They're gonna say
I know they're gonna say where I'm from. Far Rock. Far Rock, America. From my experience, I'm not even gonna fucking lie. From my experience, when you go out of Queens, You don't see that many Queens niggas, and if they do, they ain't making it
known
a known fact. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because when back in the days, if we go to the city, boom, we might be in the city, but we ain't gonna see a whole bunch of niggas from this side or a whole bunch of niggas from that side. You might see a few. You know what I'm saying? You, as far as like other boroughs and shit like that, they really put their shit on. They really put their shit out. You always gotta just.
This is my.
I mean, it's a few amounts. I completely agree with you. Because I was just talking about that shit last week, being in Miami and shit. So we fuck with the bitches and all that shit. So bitch like, I'm from Queens. Queens, New York. So the bitch is like, everybody from New York? I said, what, everybody from Brooklyn, right? So like, yeah. I said, this motherfucking bitch ass niggas is lying. I said, ask the nigga what part of Brooklyn they from. She would caught the nigga mum. I said, see, come on home, bitch. Fucking wrong with you. Niggas is like, I'm from Queens, baby. My shit's right. My shit's certified and certified. These niggas is lying.
We bring it to where we started from. People always used to ask me, like, yo, when I started hanging out around, like, yo, son, you ain't from Queens. Motherfuckers used to think I was from Brooklyn. You know why? You know why? Because I was so cool with the shit.
Yeah, you comfortable.
I ain't bragging about none of that. This is before the company, you know that.
It's about being comfortable in your element.
With Brooklyn people ask that. That's
how
how I
hooked up with your element, though.
I went to school with them and I started hanging out in their neighborhood because I really got closer. You know what I'm saying? The person I went to school with.
For those two boroughs to be the boroughs that beef,
you know,
it always be Queens and Brooklyn niggas that fuck with each other too.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's the crazy part, man.
But I ain't gonna front. Well, like off topic.
Borough that you don't have to cross the bridge to get
and you get in there the easy 15 minutes comfortable too. And I ain't gonna front. Like you said, like develop good relationships through being in school and all that, and playing sports and whatever. It's like niggas go to either side to get somebody to put some work, and like that's how this shit kind of works. Cause you know, like people say, oh, it's always story about Queens. Like Queens got the quiet killers. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn got the rowdy killers. The niggas that come tear the whole block of Queens. Got the niggas that go rock you to sleep. Like so, it's the smooth criminal, the smooth criminal borough. Yeah.
I get hot. I go to the north side. Cause like I said, in '95, my mom's had bought the crib on the north. I was born in '81. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was born in '81. I was born on 140 for Rockwood Boulevard in the house. I wasn't born in no building. My grandma was living 148. I can name 90 blocks. I can name 90 blocks in Jamaica. My cousin living in the buildings. Tanika is my cousin. You know what I'm saying?
He's just on the line right now.
Listen, you know, I'm a Southside baby. But what I'm saying is, when we had the crib, that's the kind of shit I'll be able to do. I get you touched from both sides. Because I was running back and forth. After '95, my mom bought that crib. I came outside. Like I said, when you in Jamaica, places like Jamaica and Brownsville, you coming outside young.
Right. You can't sit inside.
Xbox, we love some bullshit. Biker bin.
Listen,
stealing bikes.
Stealing some bullshit on the back blocks.
Listen, you couldn't be 10 years. You couldn't even be like 9, 10 years old in the 80s and early 90s.
So that's
not coming outside.
Those environments, Jamaica and places like Brownsville, they breed different kind of people to be successful and gives us different kind of like strength. Aside from our, you know, like people kind of shine the brightness on what's bad about the places. Let's talk about what's good about the places.
Some of the best unity.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I said about Brownsville. When I got to his neighborhood, it was like, God damn, once my man said it's okay, that's him. I could pop up 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm talking about in 1999 and 2000.
Yeah.
There wasn't no police. You know what I'm saying? And this is when Brownsville cooled down.
When camera wasn't heavy like that. Nah, that's basically the ending of it.
You know what I mean? You know how the hood used to be, cuz?
Nah, that's basically the ending of it. Like around, like you said, 99, 2000. That was the ending of niggas really being undercover, like getting low.
Yeah. I made you become an ambassador.
For myself, I seen a homeboy, you know what I mean? Me personally, you know what I'm saying? I was raised by a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? He instilled some values in me, you know what I'm saying? I love for my brother what I love for myself, you feel me? I seen he had a company, you feel me? So, I'm going to be the first one, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to buy a hat, you know what I mean? I'm going to promote his brand, you know what I'm saying? And this is what came of it, you know what I'm saying? He promoted me to be the ambassador, you know what I'm saying? For me to wear his brand, you know what I'm saying? He got a new line. Look, yo, look, Pub, look, check this out. See how you like this, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what made me, you know what I'm saying, get involved, because I want to see his business grow, you know what I'm saying? And his business became my business, you know what I'm saying? So now it's our business. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what we got.
Too many people don't say that. I'm so sorry to cut you off. I had to.
I knew you were to do that because I wanted to cut you off too.
We have to because it's as simple as you just made that sound.
Right. It's hard.
So many people to support their brother is difficult.
Nah,
they make it
wasn't hard for me. It wasn't hard for me because you know what I'm saying.
What did you say you were raised with though?
Right, I was raised with
value,
moral.
That's all. You wasn't raised as a heathen.
At the same time, it's like I want to see my brother prosper. You know what I'm saying?
You should.
And
we
at
should.
the end of the day, we all gonna be rewarded at the end. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what I was looking for.
No, you just
the reward comes with the work.
Actually, like he said, I came to him because it's like this. Like I said, the company is 3 people. It's me, it's my man. Well, 4 people because he's the ambassador.
No, because he's the ambassador now. It's 3. You the
whole when it started.
Texas.
Yeah. Me, Snoop, and my son that's in Texas. So we dropped the first load.
No, hold on. Say their names. Because we're not going to call them your homies. That's in Texas.
Snoop, my son Blake, he incarcerated, so it kind of fucked me to say his name.
Nah, man. Say him free of like, because you know what? He's going to come home and he's going to see this. And it's like,
people.
Yeah, that's part of our reality. You know, and that's why we fight so hard to win.
Yeah, real talk. But yeah, me, Blake, and Snoop. And when we dropped the hats, it's like everything I fucking dropped, Pup just kept calling me just like to get, you know what I'm saying? To get hats. And I'm like,
peace. Give me a piece.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
yeah, so why would you get, you don't got that on the hat?
Nah.
Stop playing. Like, you need that on the hat. You need the slogan. Like, get the money. Like we help brand shit and get money. I'm the piece, get a piece. You go copyright the slogan, and now when they run around saying that, they gotta pay you for that, man. Because if somebody takes that shit and runs with it, you're gonna be so fucking mad. Listen. If somebody takes that shit and runs with it, you're gonna be so fucking mad. You need whatever the hats cost. You put that I'm a beast, get a piece on the hat. That's a little $15 extra. I only need a little $3. I only need $3. Look, you gotta put that on the hat. That's a $15, $20 extra. I just need $4 off of the BC. Like, come on, man. Listen, man. Like,
hey, man.
What's up?
I had to have one.
Once I really kept seeing him with the hat on every time I came outside, and every time I seen pictures from them going out to and that's what it was too. Everybody be going out. You know what I'm saying? He ain't picking a Yankee one. He ain't picking the other one. I'm like, yo, all he keep picking is our shit.
That's fucking right.
Yo,
that's right. He's right. He's home.
I need you to be the brand ambassador. I need you to do this, that. And he's like, I can be able to do that.
Do whatever you doing already, just do it to the max now.
Right. That's what I said. And I let him know, and he was like, all right, I'm with that.
I'm with it.
But that's dope because he's seen the vision anyway.
Yeah, right. And that's what he told me too. He said that too. He's like, I seen the vision.
A lot of people could see the vision and say, yeah, I'm supporting it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so for them to say that, I see the vision, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm purchasing it. All the time, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not asking for the homie hookup and this and that, and I'm bringing you money because I'm a beast. I get a piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when y'all see me with the shirts on, I'm a beast, get a piece. Don't say the niggas heard me that in Brooklyn. I will break out a piece. Y'all think of my first 20,000. Because if y'all don't do that shit by 2018, if they don't do that by 2018, I'm a beast, 2018 to the world.
Yeah, exactly. You go cross brand that. That's how you do that. Like you cross brand. Like a lot of cats out here, they miss good opportunities because of things like that. Like we real. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not scared.
No, you know
I say, yo, let's sit down and cross brand.
I'm gonna tell you like this. No, I don't want nothing. I just want y'all to take advantage of it. Because I want y'all to take advantage of it. Because everything is y'all.
Well,
I'm the type of person. You know what it is?
Well, you still get something out of it. No, you just said what you want. I want y'all to take advantage of it. So if you take advantage of it, you got what you want.
I'm happy.
Because everybody wants
to see people shine. Like I always say this: the light illuminates the light. Everybody think if I stand next to a nigga shining, it's gonna make me dark. Nah, no. You stand next to a nigga shining, you shine, stupid. Even if you dusty as dick. Because somebody might.
People forget that.
I know.
Because they don't want to
get that a lot.
No, because they don't want the next man to be bigger than them. A person won't even help you because they think he's gonna make you bigger than them. And it can work out for both of y'all.
That
is dangerous.
But you will go sucking and jiving.
Yeah.
Like these niggas are Sambos. Like today, this shit is more of the blackface era than it was in the fucking 50s and the 60s, man. These niggas Uncle Tom Sambos. They scared to be men. Like, you know, Black Kings is something people say and post all day. But so many people be scared to wear it to the world. Yeah. They'll be scared to look a white man in the face wearing that.
And that's crazy because a lot of my customers, to speak about it, I want to really appreciate and say thank you because the name of the company is Cap Collectors. Most people think the name of the company is the Black Kings because we couldn't get off of this. That's where this came from. You know what I'm saying? Like the first hat we dropped was this one I got on my head right now. We dropped 100 hats, and 100 hats we sold out in a week. No, matter of fact, no, I'm lying. Pardon myself. We sold out in 2 weeks. 2 weeks and 3 days. You know what I'm saying? I sold out my 100, and my boy in Texas sold out his 100. And that was the first ones, and everybody went crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is just the first slogan we picked out of mad shit we got. And we said we wanted to do this because we like, yo, this is what we are. We always want to be remembered. You remember from your first thing. Like, you can never make a second first impression. That's a fact. So before we released our product, we said, yo, what we gonna go with? I had a list of like 40 shits. I got a list on my phone of like 90 shits. That's why I said I got no problem cross-branding. I got a mind to steal. They can't play with us.
No, the crazy thing
you know what I'm saying? No, they can't play with us. Like my mind swift.
Some people don't understand how cross-branding really work. And cross-branding work for both parties. But some people will dim your light thinking that you will take theirs.
Right.
So they won't do it. And that's be the sad shit.
Right. And some people,
a whole lot of closed-minded individuals.
Some people don't have ideas. Like we got ideas. We just couldn't get off of this. So everybody thought it was the company because it did so good. So then when it got cold, we like, yo, we got cold. We couldn't put this on the winter hat logo. You know what I mean? That's the right there.
Put that on the winter hat.
Yeah, because it didn't look right. We went and seen the designer because everybody just kept asking for these. You know what I'm saying? So what we did was my the other partner, he hit me one day and he sent me what you need, check the bag for this shit.
This one right there. For the side of your hat.
And put some other ones up there too.
Nah, not this one, not this one.
The Cap Collectors. What? The C Cap Collectors capital gain?
No, Cap Collectors?
Yeah, Cap.
Yeah, because we did that because Bugs will tell you I always wore hats. Always, I love hats.
Okay.
So I'm a collector. Like I had a
actual cap.
Yeah, cap collector.
Yeah,
I was just buy one.
I was thinking like
for the people that buy 4 and 5.
Yeah,
that's what we do for
collectors.
Yeah, I was thinking capital gain. You know what I'm saying? That's why I asked because I'm thinking capital gain caps, and I saw the dollar sign on joint on one.
Yeah, that's the logo.
That's exactly.
On 2 C's.
We play ball and this nigga got his hat on backwards like this, playing ball in the park. Is that ass?
You know what I mean? Yeah, I always wore hats.
That's what made you get into those hats.
Because I made the name. Yeah. To make my own hats. I always wanted to do that as a kid, and I ran it across a couple of people. I used to run it across people, and Snoop, he had was willing to get in with me, and my man Blank, that's in Texas, he was willing to get in with me. You know what I'm saying?
So how did that Texas connect happen? Did you go to Texas?
Nah. He from up here. He just got family down there, and he was down there as far as when we dropped the hats. He was up here one time visiting me, and you know what I'm saying? He said, yo, that's what you want to do? He's like, all right. He's like, I know, like, whatever you want to do, I know it's going to be, because you always a thinker. You always got plans. I know it's going to work. So he's like, yo, I fuck with you. And you know what I'm saying? He went back down there when I was ready to drop the hats. He put the bread up. You know what I'm saying? I had the design together. I showed him the design. We agreed on the name Black Kings. All three of us agreed on the name Black Kings for the first slogan to run with. But he's actually from, you know what I'm saying? He's from Hollis. He's from the North Side. He's from 198. I'm saying that's where his family's from. That's where his grandma is from. Yeah,
my nigga Fred.
Yeah, my nigga Fred. You know what I'm saying? So he from Queens. So that's how that happened. But his family, you know, they from Texas. You know, they family from Texas.
Yeah.
Free Freddie Blank, man.
So they stay down there. That's definitely.
Shout out to the whole North Side, the whole South Side.
Now, cause he gonna see this. He gonna see this real soon.
Yeah,
you know?
He can definitely see that. How's business? It's great. I can't even front like I got a issue with that because I think like even though we was confident in picking the first slogan for Black Kings, it was kind of good because the people love it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the people love it. It's not like yo, motherfuckers like, nah, I gotta have that. You know what I mean? That's why when they get them looks, they hit me like, oh, somebody was looking at me, because now they like, yeah, motherfucker, that's why I wanted it. So that, you know what I'm saying? When I see a motherfucker like you,
motherfucker. Nah. Did I just? Is that what I just said? That's what I just said.
Shit is great.
Flex.
We've been here for 2 years, and we did close to we approaching probably about 2,000. Yeah, about 2,000, 2,300. We've been dropping like it's not a game. You know what I mean? Like,
big green duffel.
Yeah, we got all kinds of different joints.
Duffel. Hold on. What's these hats called again? That's
the gold leaf. That's the gold, because we got different ones.
No, not the actual.
Yeah,
not the actual. What y'all call it?
The captain's hat,
right?
That's a captain hat. But we call that the gold leaf crown holder. This is the I trap. That's cool. That means
I trap.
I take risk and prosper. We made that because like we took a risk with this company. You know what I'm saying? We was willing to put it on.
See, somebody else might say something else when they see I trap.
They might, but I'm gonna tell you what it means.
This is why we clear.
Get him, get him, Black Queen.
That's the Black Queen joint.
Like, this is gonna sell out so fast.
They can't play
this
with us.
is gonna sell out so fast.
They can't play with us, not for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
We about to make sales on the show.
This is gonna sell out so fast.
And we like I said, so the business with it as far as it's good. We get support, and a lot of people be complaining about support from the community. We can't complain about that. I get a lot of support from Queens. I get a lot of support from Brooklyn. So I can't be one of the people like, yo, the hood be hating. Nah, that ain't gonna be my MO.
That ain't gonna be my MO. I ain't saying that.
I can't because they messing with
I'm gonna leave that to y'all French fries. Cause we gonna leave that to the French fries.
Yeah, we unique with it. We not jacking nobody's style. We doing shit like that.
Got some
we jumping on different.
Oh man,
y'all want to get that sweat on your makeup?
This is why he's
doing. Ooh, that's why they got the waves too. And shit just sitting out the way, spit out the shit.
Yeah. Look, you see the target market. He with you, right?
Hey.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all gotta get y'all joints live on the air too.
You got the bright orange ones for those construction workers.
Oh man.
That's to the homeboy. That's for him. And y'all gotta get y'all joints live on the show.
Oh man, live. Hold on, but why Bug get the ski mask? Why he get the ski mask?
Don't worry, I can get y'all something.
You like that? Bug like that. Bug like that.
I know. Hold on. Some people might not know from the 90s.
Hold on. We already know why y'all gave me this. Hold on. We already know why they gave me this hat because it matched my complexion. So we already know that. Like, look, but why they give Matt got the tan joint too? What happened, Matt?
I don't know.
You know, one thing we do out of all these companies that's out here, well, not all of them, but our company is limited edition. So if I decide like tomorrow, we decide tomorrow that we're not gonna make no more color of that hat, y'all two the only one who got that hat. You know what I mean? Like CEO the one, like he got a hat that nobody, like only probably like 4 people got. And we ain't got bullshit product. That's 3D pop-up station. That ain't that flat wax shit. Like a lot of people be running around with that flat wax shit.
Yeah.
Selling your shit for $40.
I know, right? I know, right?
This
is embroidery, right?
Embroidery, yeah. And they got iron on 3D too. I'm not sure. But period, I can't talk about that because we never.
We're not doing that.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We never did that.
Embroidery logo.
Embroidery 3D pop-up embroidery shit.
3D pop-up
and
embroidery.
all our prices are respectable, so y'all make sure y'all check this, man. Because if y'all check our website, Real Cat Collectors / Big Cartel.
Y'all also do something that a lot of companies don't do. Y'all go hand to hand with it.
Yeah.
So why is that important?
Because that's where we get the influence from. You know what I'm saying? We call ourselves the Black Kings. Like before I put it on hats, like we literally. I do music, you know what I'm saying? But before music,
a lot of people don't do music.
Yeah, we always speak on your music. Do we have any music? Can we play some?
No, we made sure he didn't sit down.
Oh man, that was for part 2 of this. That was for part 2 when they become millionaires and we do this all over. We'll wait for that. We'll wait for that.
I'll be like to keep it like on different times.
Because I was gonna ask you,
wait till y'all first million, then we'll do that.
And then I see that you didn't send the music. I said, okay, I'm gonna cut that one because most artists come with the hats. The shirts.
Yeah, we ain't trying to listen.
And then they Jay-Z's grandfather.
Right.
No, we spoke on that too.
Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing. We talking about that in the car. Like I do music. I'm very, very, very good at music, but I feel like I was put here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that.
Or do you feel?
I don't think I can. No. I don't think that I could totally live out my reason through music, especially in the area that music is right now. I can express myself more freely and get my point across, and you know what I'm saying, hit my market and please myself.
I was gonna say maybe this is the platform that you're supposed to use to get your words out.
Like I do, and I'm still like releasing my projects and all that, but I fell back from how like I'm on some time as far as like when we release the music, we doing it under the Collectors company. That's first of all, I'm not releasing music as an artist. I'm releasing music under
a brand,
right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how
basically how Fools is
a brand.
So I will do things like that. You know what I'm saying? Put out things like that to the people who want to like deal with it. Because with that music, man, you see how these people like look at my man, like you see that right there, like
we were gonna get into that.
I mean, look at my man. Rest in peace to my man Mook. He was a great artist, and he got a lot of shine. And when you get shine like that, sometimes everybody don't like that. So was it worth his life? Nah, and shit like that ain't worth my people life or my life for me to be successful and known.
You could get shot with a hat.
Yeah, I could too, but
the same way.
But I could lay low and disappear because you see the two names that I'm naming. I don't name them. We could fall back all day and he could stay out because he's the ambassador. I could disappear.
The scary thing is,
but with music, I can't disappear. I got to be out there. You see, what's the New York market right now? Strip clubs. The music is aggressive. I don't want to promote aggressive because if I promote that, somebody
got to carry that lifestyle.
Cash that check.
I have to carry that lifestyle.
If somebody wants to cash that check, we can cash that check, but it's not worth it. So why do it?
That's that.
I like that. I really do.
He was cashing them checks on the back blocks. I'm telling you, them bikes.
They don't know. Being a boss of a company, you don't always have to be seen. And
I'm a leader. I hate using that word. I'm a leader. I ain't even no boss.
That too.
I just kind of, yeah. I'm an owner too on the business
CEO, I'm a businessman.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean?
I'm an elite mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, young entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? So you can back away from it and just let the company do it.
Not just a regular
entrepreneur,
black entrepreneur.
I mean, it's like
people scared to use that because I mean, we're gonna say, don't be scared to sit around the other people because it's so funny. I was in a meeting with a lady or some Japanese Asian. I don't really know what she is. So we sitting there now. And the meeting goes to the point where she says, "Yeah, those people are so much." So she says, "Who?" She says, "Jews. They think they're high and mighty," and it's fucked up because we were in there with Jewish men, but she's so gangster and so raw. It's fucking a real statement. Jews do think they're high and mighty. They run a major percentage. But look what she is. She's Asian, Japanese, whatever. They run a high part of this shit too. So she also feels she's high and mighty. So that's what she was flexing on them with I know some Jews in here, but she's talking about a Jewish company. She said, so my people is just as fucking high and mighty. So don't come at me with some high and mighty shit. You know, especially under this umbrella. So I looked at it, I was like, and I saw the white boy looking at it. I said, that motherfucker Jewish. I said, where your yarmulke and curls, nigga? I just started laughing to myself while I'm sitting in the meeting. I'm an idiot. I laugh at dumb shit. Like
that's how I am. That's crazy.
I
find the crazy shit funny.
And I just give myself through it. Shit. All the X's and the O's, I don't really want to hear that shit. I want to hear niggas get banged on because usually I'm the fall guy. So I like when big niggas get banged on, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Because I always the fall guy, like the meetings of my company, you know. Yeah, she said that shit. She said, they so high in my. The motherfucker said, who? I said, shut your dumb ass up. She said, the Jews. I said, get them, baby. Get them.
Now, I could have still pretty. I could have sworn I seen the Texas dude Stacks in the joint. And I know I seen
shout out. Yeah. Shout out Kendall Stacks. Yeah, he from Texas. He got a video. He had it on, man. That's
dope. You know what I'm saying? And Spider Loke had it with Doggy Diamonds.
And Doggy Diamonds interview. Shout out to Spidey Loke. Spidey Loke was in Brown.
You see the homework?
Yeah. I respect that too. I was watching, but that's his work. That's why he's the ambassador.
That's why he's the ambassador.
No. But that was my blessing. That's the kind of blessing I get. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm at work, and I see this shit pop up on my timeline. You know what that shit did? You know how that shit made me feel?
I'm glad you didn't go. I'm glad you didn't go violate and leave work.
Him and Snoop, nah. But you know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense.
But
I mean,
don't say don't get accomplished like that. Motherfuckers will do that.
Yeah, right.
Somebody will see Jay-Z wear the shit
and go crazy.
And Jay-Z ain't pay for this shit.
Quit their job.
Wait, Jay-Z ain't pay for this shit. Wait till somebody buy 100,000 of them, and then you say, now we made it.
But he was in. That's why I say about Brooklyn and Brownsville. I don't mean to cut you off. But how the community is small, like Jamaica. You can't just come in Jamaica and think you're gonna be chilling out for 2 hours and 3 hours and you some big entertainer, or you moving around in Queens in these places and people not gonna find out certain people.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Spider Loke was in Brownsville. You know what I'm saying? Brownsville has a big, you know what I'm saying, community. We ain't gonna say it on the streets of certain things that people know Spider Loke is affiliated with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, as he was working and shit, the homeboys got up on him. And one thing led to another. And
put that on your head, baby. Welcome to the borough. We did that for us. We didn't say, but that's all we said. Is put it on your head. I didn't say. I didn't say he was thugged. I didn't say none of that. I just said put it on your head, baby.
That's the nationwide. He did that for us. He showed us love.
That's exactly how that thing happened.
You know what I'm saying?
I said, oh, that shit is dope.
Yeah.
I said, I gotta ask them about this.
And that's the time that everybody got to stay on in our city when people come in, when you doing your thing,
we got a lot of suckers here now.
Right, but you can't be like that. You gotta connect and network with these brothers because we all have to work together.
This is our home.
If we keep acting,
coming to our
right. That's why we really got to get up on them because we can't let them eat off our plate for no reason.
And then not give no feedback.
And when you don't connect with people, it makes them think you have a reason to be scared of them or you don't
intimidated.
Anything.
They can say that stuff that they say.
So like that's the thing we gotta do. So once we heard the artist was in the community, like we like, all right. So Pup and Snoop had got up on him and we got to get the pictures and we got to get the hat. And the interview took place and he had the hat on. So shout out to Spider Low, shout out to the whole Bay, shout out to the whole left side nationwide. Y'all know how we on it.
Yeah, I thought that was dope. When I seen the video to do in Texas, I'm like, how this shit all the way down here in Texas?
Yeah, kids were saying, oh, shout out to Billy on too. We got Billy shout out to my man Busy. He got the crown seal in Billy on video Bandit. Billy on is from Brooklyn.
I know Billy on. He's like a Smurder.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I first call him Smurder, like with 90s.
Right, yeah, he's from 90s.
Yeah. Ain't that your homie from there too, right?
Yeah, he's from Mookenham side, but
he did a show with me, man, on Handsome Bull and all that back in the day.
Right, so we got to drop. If you check out the Bandit video, the crown seal is in there. Not this one, but a black one. We got the crown seal in the Bandit video.
They got the 4-wheelers and they climbing the fire.
I think in that video.
Yeah, my son in there in the white shit.
Yeah, you'll see the hat though. The hat in that video.
Okay.
So shout out to
salute them.
Yeah, I mean we got a couple people.
We moved. That's big.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yo, when you see people in the videos with the shit, that's.
Shout out G Lloyd. We in the new G Lloyd video too. Don't forget that.
Yeah, that's a fun.
Yeah, shout out Pocketful, G Lloyd. He from Brooklyn. He rap. I mean, you do your homework on him. He a good artist. We in his new video. I can't remember the name right now.
Shout out G Lloyd.
I mean,
I want to ask you a question.
We got a hat in that video too.
What do you think about people who see you have all of this merchandise, all of this product?
Rest in peace, Moo.
Now, people who go through these things, music, and they don't brand, they don't incorporate, they don't copyright, they don't LLC their businesses. What do you think about those people? And have you done those things to signify that, you know, this is your business? This is a business and your business.
Right. So we first we're gonna say, yeah, we done those things. You know what I'm saying? We took certain precautions to make sure that we licensed and certain out things are trademarked and things of such. So like that's the process we kind of really in now with everything we do. That's why it kind of slows up the releases on putting out new products and stuff because we gotta make sure we get the trademark. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to release it too early, then somebody
no rush
on it and run with it. But as far as people who don't do it and they just keep going and not doing it, I think it comes from a lack of education. Because if you know, I say it like this, you just mix it up like this.
Talk about it.
If you know how to cook crack, why would you let a fiend cook up? Because now you got a chance of losing money.
That's a fitty.
So if you know how to,
we're sorry, corporate America, but this is
right.
actual shit.
If you know how to not get beat by trademarking, licensing, and simple things like this, why not do it? But if you've never been like taught about it, like there's a lot of shit that we don't know. When I say we, I'm talking about the people around us that's our same age that don't know about stuff like business. Like a person can have an idea all they want, and that's why you're like, yeah, how you feel about that? I just feel like we gotta educate ours. You know what I'm saying? If we don't educate ours, like
that's why we are here. That's why we are here.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't educated to work. I was educated to work and own.
Yeah.
Everybody's not educated to own. Some people are just educated to work.
To be a good worker, to be a great worker.
So they don't even have that mind when they discover their talent. They're like, oh, my talent is just made to let somebody else reap the ownership of it. You know what I'm saying? You should want to have some type of ownership of
your
anything,
own type of business.
You know? Especially if it's your talent.
That's a fact.
So I think a lot of people are not educated to know about the business, so they don't even go about it that way, and then it's too late. Because you got to remember things like, especially music is exploited. Our type of music, hip hop is exploited. And when I say it's exploited, the majority of people who run it are not in favor of us. So when I say it's too late, these people already signed contracts. You know what I'm saying? And once you sign a contract, it's too late.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
wake up, y'all. Please.
You know what I mean?
Please.
You got to remember, like, that whole patience shit. Like, mind you, I had this hat shit on my mind forever. You know what I'm saying? It probably was really beating up my mind, and I started making a list probably 3 years before I released the hats, is when I started really like keeping the names and keeping the ideas and saying, all right, you know what I'm saying, them last 3 years.
That's when you stop doubting yourself.
Yeah, you
that's when you stop doubting yourself. Yeah. What's up, crack? What's up? Step up
in the morning like
back against the wall. Like, what's up?
You know what I mean? And that's how like, this is my gangster shit. This is my trap. This is how I do it. Like this is the lane I want. You know, and that's how I kind of went about it. But yeah, on the whole tip about that though is like a lot of people just ain't educated. We got to make sure we educating ours, and we got to start with our kids and our families so that it ain't happening when they discover them talent.
The scary thing, the same thing that another brother mine could have the same educated mind, but won't take the level to do something like this that can help his community, help his people, but will stay in that field of, you know, destroying his people, but have the same intelligence you have, the same drive you have, but will stay structured to destruction.
I actually believe that God gave everybody a given talent.
No, everybody.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But you know what
I'm sure we might have multiple.
You know what the thing is though? Some people don't have the time to explore. Like I had to learn to appreciate that shit.
Some people put themselves around people that drain on their energies too.
But let me tell you
They're scared to get away from
it. That too. But check this out. When I say that, I had to learn to appreciate. You have to appreciate, like, boom. Like I got homeboys and people I know for my whole life, because you know where we come from. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I have the supportive type of family that I have. Like when I think about the shit I used to do, I was like, I shouldn't have did that dumb shit. You know why? Because I didn't have to do that.
Yeah, right? I wasn't raised like that.
Not even not raised like I don't have to do that. Like even raised like that, I was because I'm around and I'm outside.
When I say raised like that, I don't mean your surrounding. I mean your structure.
Right.
Before you come outside and get raised by your environment, you're raised by your internal structure.
Yeah, right. I wasn't raised to eat like that because the people before me didn't have to.
Yeah.
The majority
said I didn't need
like that.
You didn't need to. But when you got around some of your peers, now they needed to.
Right. So when you have a person who can't sit down at home and worry about writing rhymes because son got to be on a block, so that shit got to be secondary.
Yeah.
He can't worry about making hats because he got to pull a jig. That shit has to be secondary because the lights got to stay on. So when you realize that when you have the time to actually find your talents, because like I said, I think God gives everybody a talent, but people don't have everybody don't got that, you know what I'm saying, that same time, because it takes time to discover it. You gotta remember, when you're a baby, you ain't gonna know what you're good at.
You can't even walk.
Besides shit and pussy.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Besides shit and pussy.
And your body forces you to do that. You don't plan to do that.
No, I had the support of my peoples and my family to get here to finally say I got one goal in motion of being accomplished. Everybody ain't got that time to even even give out their talents in that room. Some people be caught up in shit that you know what I'm saying, you'll never see that talent because shit'll close it in.
Yeah, I got 2 more questions for you. Now I know you give back because you did this joint in Basil. What made you do that? The Basil Pizza joint tournament.
Well, the real reason why I do that because it's just like that's just how I am. It's like that's just how I am. Like I'm strictly for the community. Like my hat got an S on it, don't end with a G. You know what I mean? Like I don't really think on my one time, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I represent people. You know what I'm saying? I represent myself, but I still represent people. So to do something like that is like natural. You know what I'm saying? And if I had $1 million, I would do something like that. If I had $50 million, I would do something like that. So since I don't have the shit, I'm gonna still do it. Cause I'm gonna show it on every level.
That's king shit right there.
You know what I'm saying? So on top of it being my actual community, like I said, I'm from Southside. I was born in 140 Rockaway Boulevard. My grandma would live on 148. My fucking cousins, I got numerous cousins inside Baisley Project. I grew up hanging out in Baisley Project. So why wouldn't?
Where some people can't even come.
Oh, that's a Southside to Brownsville are real. We ain't gonna go into that. You know what I'm saying? But that's where the Cap Collectors is from. Like we came out the dirt. This is a diamond in the rough. Southside to Brownsville. If you're talking about Queens,
hey,
I'm not from Queens. I'm from Southside. I'm not saying nothing funny. I'm just straight up.
Yo, I'm laughing because it's not funny.
I'm not from Brooklyn.
It's fucked up.
I'm not from Brooklyn. I'm from Brownsville. Because just like you said, some people don't come to Baisley Projects. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't. But so when I got to a point to where I'm here like this now, why not bring that around a place like that to show like, yo, boom, dope.
Make it from here.
You know what I mean? So and I gotta shout out Jack Wall, shout out to the whole GIS, my man Jazzy and Kelly and all them, and shout out to Lump because that's how I and my uncle AU. That's how I got the
And you.
Yeah, that's my uncle.
Super triple double.
You know what I mean?
Quadruple.
So now look, how many cousins I got in the projects? You know.
If you say hey you, then you got a million cousins. You got a whole building full of cousins.
So I go to sleep in the middle of Baisley projects. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you gonna wake up, they go in the house.
But like I said, I brought it back so that's the main reason, so somebody could be influenced to do the same thing. Like we here to influence, we here to impact the culture. We're not here to do nothing else. I mean, I tell people all the time, it's not about the money, but we do need the money. You know what I'm saying? But we here to influence, we here to impact the culture. You know what I mean? Nah,
if it ain't related to money, it's not related
to
nothing.
the money to keep putting out this fine product for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta support it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta support
that nigga is the Warren G. Motherfucking captain.
Hey, picture boy, yo, hold on. No, when we gotta listen, if there is ever a war for brand ambassadors, I don't know who's the brand ambassador of no company.
Listen, man.
Black King.
Y'all didn't hear how he slipped the headband to the woman.
Yeah. You think somebody working out, right? No, but he went on that level. But then he freaked the orange joint for the construction workers.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Got it out there.
Listen, man. We got them for everybody.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We got them for the kids. You know what I'm saying? You want the kids, you know what I mean? Take it out. Grandma. Everybody.
What's the goal for Cap Collectors going into 2018?
Going into 2018, we want to release sweatsuits. We already got the designs for them, but we just going through a couple of things right now. So that's the goal, is to release sweatsuits and to expand into the whole sportswear thing. We also have a kids clothing line that we looking to launch too.
Yeah, you gotta launch that.
So 18, we looking at the kids clothing line, and Poppy got a lot to do with that. He
gotta have them kids.
Yeah, he got.
Gotta have them kid collectors.
Wow, you got a child?
I have two.
Okay.
I have two beautiful kids.
Shout out to baby. Shout out to baby, man.
Shout out Mel, and Peyton. You know what I mean? I love y'all. You already know.
Shout out Lyric and Mackie, man. Y'all know who we do.
Shout out all 5 of mine. You know what I mean?
Shout out all 5 of Bugs. I don't know y'all names, but he said it.
We out here, man. Kid collectors, we coming soon, right? We gonna do this right for y'all, yeah? Just stay tuned. That's it.
Yeah, we got something bugged out working, but that's what it is. We going for the sweatsuits in 18.
Before we go, tell everybody where you get everything from.
Y'all can get everything from www.therealcapcollectors/bigcartel.com. Y'all check us on Instagram, The Real Cap Collectors on Instagram. Our link is right in our bio. Go straight to the link. We got free shipping and handling. We got first class delivery every Friday.
Multi-million-dollar companies don't got that.
Yeah, we got free shipping and handling. We got first class. We ship out every Friday. And if you in the 5 boroughs, we deliver to you. All our prices is reasonable and respectable. And you know what I'm saying? It's not no Mickey Mouse. So like I said, it's the real Cap Collectors. No Mickey Mouse. The Real Cap Collectors /bigcartel.com. Follow us on Instagram at The Real Cap Collectors. Follow us on Facebook at The Real Cap Collectors. And all the links is right there for you to get any of our products. DM us and all that, man. Appreciate y'all having us up there, man. Shout out to the life. Shout out to Emac. You know what I mean? He Bugs. Like I said, how we brought it in, we're going to say rest in peace to my man Mook. You know what I mean?
In the building. R.I.P. Mook.
We out of here.
BQE.
Catch us next week, 10 to 12. Cap Collectors in the building, man. Get your damn merchandise. All right, support who supports you. Seriously.
Salute.
Black people, stand up, y'all.
The King way.
King way. That way.
Shout out to everybody that was on the check-in. We'll be here next week.
Merchant Lanes.
Next week we here. And you know what happens after that? The 21st, we fucking going stupid in Tropical Grill.
Now, nigga.
What's up?
Yeah, we got to bring something out for the winner too. I want to bring a couple of pieces out for the winner for that.
Let's go.
Come on.
I mean, because I know y'all get a winner reward, right?
No, we don't do that. We don't do that. We do a concert.
We do it as a concert. We make everybody
love.
How many actually got coming?
So far we got what, 13? No, we got like 13 right now. Cause I got like a few people, but if them chippers not chipping, they not singing.
Well, I'm gonna bring a couple out for some of us.
Nah, you
Yeah.
set up a
Man, set up a
set
table.
up a table.
Like we not playing like
That's a Saturday?
Nah, it's a Thursday.
A Thursday?
21st. It's a Thursday.
That's good.
Nah, set up a table.
We can put. That's the 21st of this month, right?
21st of this month. Yeah.
All right.
So we don't like when you do
Yeah,
winning
Black
like
Kings
like
like
this,
this.
saying niggas start feeling funny. Oh, I didn't win something and all.
Right. You exactly right. You exactly
Yeah,
right.
we just want to give everybody opportunity to show their talent, get their bars out. And if you got, you know,
some more. We had some.
and if you got, you know, if you got a following, you got some fans, you know, bringing people through. You know, we feel that we're the closest thing to the streets and mainstream entertainment.
I'm shaking up y'all next shit too.
Oh, let's do it.
Because if you go on my page and see, like, if you go on my page and click my link and hit, I'll be like, yeah, I guarantee you, like,
Yeah, nah, but
like we doing this right now. That's why I couldn't get on this show or the last show, because they both hit me up about it.
You know,
but you know,
that's why I couldn't
you're
hit
not
back.
reckless. But you're not reckless. You focused.
Right.
A lot of people out here running around reckless. They say if I put my foot here, I put my foot here, something's gonna happen. Nah, just because you put your foot everywhere don't mean nothing's gonna happen. Sometimes you put your foot everywhere and get torn apart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Remember what happened? That, you know how they tie you to the horses, and you know what I'm saying? They put all your limbs to the horse and make the horses run in different directions. You tear yourself apart completely.
Right.
What I got for y'all, please?
A double piece. Yeah, I ain't wanna, you know, because I know I couldn't focus on it. But the third show y'all do, I want to do that, and I don't mind. Appreciate it, bro.
You already know.
And
Stop playing.
And
I've been told you I was trying to get it when we was at the barber shop.
I know.
I had just bought that dumbass range. Oh, let me cut this shit off.
Yeah, cut that
please, please.
Cut the cameras off. Come on.
But yeah,
Fuck my whole shit up.
I'm definitely will pulling up to the show and setting up a table.
You close it and finish it. I'll go.
You already know we here. We out.